Hi, I'm Mike Motteram, the account manager at Fortifi, and in this video I'm going to take you through setting up canned responses for support tickets. We use canned responses to automate responses to support tickets. This is really handy if you have some set templates that you want your support agents to use to keep everything uniform within your replies, but also to get the same information out of your customers. For instance, you might need to ask them for specific details about the hardware or software they're using currently, and you need this for pretty much every support ticket that comes in, as the resolution to their support issue may depend on this information. To do this, you would create a canned response for your agents, which when used will populate their reply on that support ticket, asking for that specific information without the agents having to type it out each time. To create a canned response, within Fortifi, click on the Organization Settings menu in the top left-hand corner and go to Support. And we can see canned responses on the navigation menu on the left-hand side. If we click here, we can see any canned responses that might currently be set up. We can see we have a canned responses section at the bottom and a department section at the top. So this canned responses section at the bottom here will indicate any canned responses created at this level will be global. They'll always be accessible. If we were to click into a department, we would be given an option of selecting a specific queue or creating canned responses here. I can see I've created a couple of canned responses already within this department. And this means that these canned responses here will only be visible for any support tickets that are in the support department. If they're in the billing department, these canned responses would not be available. Similarly, I can go into a specific queue and I can create a canned response here for my support tickets. Again, this would only be available for any tickets that were in the support department and the technical queue. This allows you to start segmenting your canned responses and only displaying the ones relevant to the support tickets based on their department and queue. This keeps the list of canned responses quite small, so your agents don't get overwhelmed trying to choose the right one to use. So to create a canned response, select the department or queue that you want this to be in, or again leave this as a global canned response, and click on Create Canned Response. The first thing we need to do is define a display name for this canned response. This is the display name that your agents will see when going to select this canned response, so it needs to be relevant to the content you're going to put in here. I'm just going to set this one up as More Information. It's the one my agents are going to use if they need to get more information about the customer's problem, and it will be a default template they can make use of. So you can select the type on the right hand side, and this can either be ticket or chat. In this instance, I'm creating support ticket canned responses, so we'll leave that as ticket. And finally, we can enter in the template for this canned response. We do have a list of quick replacements, and this means that these will automatically populate when the canned response is used. This is quite handy for properties against the customer or brand details. So I'm just going to enter some information here. So once you have entered your content, click on Create Canned Response, and we can see that has now been created within the support department. It's not nestled under any queue, so it will be available for all support tickets within this support department. And that's it. That's how to create canned responses for support tickets.